悲しいほど光り出した白い闇切り裂く翼になれ
Here is our next kanji. Alrighty then. Now, when you're drawing this, as you can probably tell, I'm going to tell you, you will want to differentiate this from your hiragana ka, but especially from your katakana ka. The main way to do this is simply to follow exactly what you see here. Make that first stroke, which you should already be pretty familiar with. And as for that last bit, you go nice and straight across and definitely go down with a curl. With that curl there. That way you can totally differentiate between your katakana ka and this kanji here, which, as you probably already guessed, connotes the concept of 9. The major readings for this kanji are kyu, ku, kokono, and kokonotsu. When you're counting, you could technically say ku, don't for the same reason that you will not count 8 as ya. Always use kyu. Alrighty then. And the ambiguous counter for 9 is kokonotsu. The only grouping I have for 9 is itself doubled. This is kuku. Yes, this is kuku. It means multiplication table. You get that from how multiplication tables, especially when I was learning them, when you're first getting introduced to multiplication, you only went up to 9 times 9. That's as far as you had to memorize. And so the biggest number you ever had to deal with was 81. So these are the boundaries of the multiplication table, and that's where kuku comes from. Now you see 2 kanji. They're the same kind. They're one right next to the other. And so you're probably thinking you're probably going to pull an itsu-itsu, like you did with 1 when it was repeated on itself, and you're just going to put the iteration mark. I highly recommend that you don't. It's because kuku is short for multiplication table. The full term is kuku no hyo, which you will learn much later, because that's an important kanji we'll get to later, much later. But the idea is that you can use kuku, that's sufficient, that means multiplication table, but just keep in mind that when you're writing it, I would not put the iteration mark. And it's because it's short already. Don't go ahead and shorten it even further by putting the iteration mark. Don't do it. I've never seen it written with the iteration mark. And it won't kill you to write 9 twice. And for the record, the iteration mark has more strokes than 9. So, really? Why would you even bother? That's the end of this lesson. Make sure that you distinguish, again, your ka from your kyu. And that's basically it. Be prepared for a super episode next time as we get to our next kanji, which is going to open up a whole new world of counting. Up to right now, you can only count to 9. We're going to change that. Next episode, you will learn how to count to 99. This is Angel of Crepusculant signing off.